In the wake of these stories we're hearing about infidelity, here is one that is turning heads. One psychiatrist says that a boy who was raised by a nanny could grow up to become a womanizer. Ty Hernandez has a story.
They give hugs, change diapers, feed meals, and many moms and dads would be lost without them. But could nannies be turning little boys into cheating men? According to a controversial new book, the answer is yes. Dr. Jeffrey Gardere has read up on the work of British psychiatrist Dennis Friedman, who claims having a nanny can lead a boy to become an unfaithful husband.
Breaking it down, what he's saying is you have two important female figures in your life that bring you comfort. So as an adult, to get that same comfort, you need more than one woman. You need more than your wife or significant other. And therefore, you may have mistresses or a mistress.
Kind of like having your cake and play date, too. The theory does have roots in psychoanalysis, but critics are quick to point out there's no research to back it up. On the street, opinions are mixed.
We don't have a nanny, but there's a lot of women in his life, and I don't worry about that for him at all.
That maybe might be a factor.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
They go like very spoiled with like somebody doing everything for them. So when they grow up, I think they want the same from a woman.
As for girls raised with nannies, Dr. Friedman says they can become needy. He says the solution is not to have a nanny at all until after a child's first birthday. Others say the solution is to ignore the doctor altogether. On the Upper West Side, Ty Hernandez, Fox 5 News.
Okay, we are back with Ruth Houston, an infidelity expert for Examiner.com, psychotherapist and relationship expert Jonathan Alpert, and marriage expert Elisa Bowman, who's the creator of the Project Happily EverAfter.com. What is your reaction to this story?
I think it's a lot of nonsense, and all it's doing is providing cheating men with another excuse. Don't buy into it.
We don't want to give them any more excuses.
No, there are enough of them out there already.
You too agree?
I agree with Ruth. I think the theory is deeply rooted in psychoanalytic theory, which is outdated. And there are plenty of cheating men who never had a nanny, and plenty of men who cheat who have had many nannies. So.
Okay, all right. Well, good to know that those moms out there who have nannies are safe.
They're safe.
They're safe. Let's talk a little bit about the economy and things going on have put a lot of pressure on families. Is that causing people to look at cheating, infidelity, this sort of pressure cooker?
One of the things that I've seen is that in times like this, what happens is that people turn to feel-good things. So we've got drugs, alcohol, sex goes along with it, and that includes sex outside the primary relationship.
It sounds like escapes. People are looking for escapes in tough economic times.
When your marriage isn't happy, you're more likely to look for happiness from somebody else. And so the economy is one more stressor. Marriages become, not always, but they can become unhappy because of stressors. Having a baby is a stressor. A spouse losing a job is a stressor. And so these are signs that you need to work on your marriage and make it strong, because one partner might look for that happiness somewhere else.
What can folks do at home to try to prevent something from happening?
Folks need to get back to the core of what brought them together initially, what they value, develop some mutual goals, and really start working towards them. People lose sight of why they initially got together. Fall of '08, I saw a huge bump in cheating men and women. People use...
Really? And the fall of '08, and that is when the economy collapsed.
People use sex as a way to get comfort, to deal with stress. Like a drug, like alcohol, like comfort foods. People were relying on sex outside of the marriage.
All right. Well, to leave things on an up note, you say get back to the basics. Get back to thinking about what brought you all together.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Ruth Houston, Jonathan Alpert, and Elisa Bowman, thank you so much for coming, and we sure appreciate it.
Thank
to
you.
learn more about all of today's topics, you can log on to myfoxny.com and click on Public Affairs, not the other kind of affairs. That's all for today's show. Thanks for joining us. From all of us here at Fox 5, I'm Heather NAUERT, and we'll see you next time for more Street Talk. Bye-bye.
Yeah.